Muffins, huh?
Here, my boys.
Oh,
All right, let me get over here.
Are we talking about Christmas tree cakes?
We are definitely going to discuss them. What just happened? Howler?
Wolfman Jack is back.
Somebody turned side down. Whoa. Whoa.
I
Somebody
love it.
turned side down.
I love it.
Good
Wolfman Jack is back.
I'm shut
back.
up. I don't know how we're going to start from that.
All right, I guess he's awake now.
Oh, I'm awake now.
I was
Y'all know-
mildly concerned that Si
He was one of
wouldn't-
my heroes when I was a teenager.
Who?
Wolfman Jack. Coming to you live.
Oh, boy. Okay, all right, here we go. Week 3, and we're going crazy. But no, for real, look, I want to, before we get started, I want to thank our fans. They have shown us so much support already. It's incredible, considering we had no idea what we were doing when we started this. So
We still don't.
yeah, well, I mean, hey, we're
Sidekick, cool people, boys.
sidekick.
Go, boys!
I'm not even going to fight you on this one anymore because
That's it, boys.
they seem to like that name too. But look, we appreciate y'all listening. Just want to remind you guys to subscribe on Apple Podcasts, leave us a review, and that's how more of your friends find us. And that way you'll have something to talk to them about what you've been doing this week while you're listening to us.
And I remind you, send us in some information that you want to hear us talk about.
We got lots of that.
Oh, we got
Yeah, but hey, I want the cool
Well,
people.
we need more.
input.
we need more, but we got lots.
I want the cool people's input, boys.
Did you see what number we got to on the podcast charts?
No, I don't. Have we even got a number?
Yeah, 19. We got up to 19.
Si, do you remember
That's
what it
good.
was? Si, what do
see,
you?
I don't know.
What do you think of when you think of 19?
19
Yeah,
days gone by.
19 days gone by. Okay.
Gone by
And-
and are never to return. either.
If you
Gone. I mean, gone, gone.
and if you click on Leisure Podcast, number 1 is your face. You're
Well,
the
hey,
number 1
That
leisure
fits
in
me
the world.
perfectly.
You are the face of leisure.
Hey,
so
I'm
you-
telling you.
Well-
Hey, you don't know anybody. I don't know of anybody that could spend 24 and a half years in the military and get a nap every day.
but you did it.
But I pulled it off.
And now he's the king of leisure.
And hey, if I could howl like Wolfman Jack, I would let her fly.
So this week with us, look, right, Si's already way out there. Well, he may stay way out there. It ain't
I've
like he
always
goes
been
there.
that way out there.
But we've got Jay Stone with us. Our revolving door co-host continues to revolve, and now it's kicked us Jay Stone. For those of you that don't know Jay, he is married to Al's oldest daughter, so he's married into the family. He's almost blood, but not quite. So
Oh, no, he's
Stone,
blood.
we're on the same
No,
list.
he's blood.
Trust me, when the paperwork gets
That
filed,
man,
he ain't
that
there.
man is
So,
my brother. All right,
He's your brother. Am I
Trust-
your brother?
huh? Yeah, you're my brother.
Amen, buddy. I
Hey,
guarantee.
that's what I'm talking about, buddy.
But for those of you who don't know Stone, Stone runs all of our duck call building now. He is a lot of people refer to him as New Jase or Fake Jase, or he's got a lot of different names now. But it's because they carry both such bubbly personalities. But I don't want to give him too much of an introduction. I'll let Jay Stone introduce himself to you guys.
Well, I took over Jase's job. Okay.
Plus 2 or 3 more.
Plus, so what I found out real quick was there wasn't a whole lot of work going on in that duck call room. So I pretty much do what 4 men did myself.
That's the reason I call him Superman.
Does he have an S on his chest?
Hey, he can jump tall buildings, and he's faster than a speeding bullet.
Have you seen him?
Ask the deer if you don't believe that.
Well, that's because he shoots a speeding bullet at him.
Well, hey,
Well, yeah, but no, I'm gonna tell you what I figured out real quick when I took over his job was it wasn't near as difficult as what he made it out to be.
hey,
'Cause here's Jace's little trick. He will never admit this, but he made the process difficult on purpose.
hey. His
So
nickname
he
is
would be
Jase Slick Robertson.
indispensable. He wanted to be
Okay.
indispensable. So he made that process way more difficult than what it needed to be. So I had to dumb it down a little bit to my level. And,
I got to be honest, after sitting right there for hours on end,
Yeah.
you're correct in that assessment. Because what you do now with the wedges on the teal call, you cut it out and then you had a mold made of it.
That's right.
I asked Jase to do that 10 years ago. And he said, no, you can't do it.
Can't do it.
Can't be done.
Oh, no. That was job security. No one can do it like he does it.
I'm fine if it's job security.
Yeah. Stone come
I
in
was
and,
the
hey,
one cutting the wedges.
I know.
He wouldn't.
Stone come in and upgraded all this stuff and brought it into what we call the 21st century.
Well, that's what happens when
He
you
brought
bring,
it out of the Stone Ages.
well, you bring in a man with military training, you get military results. Let's make it. Let's build it bigger, faster, stronger. You know, I mean, it's the same whole deal. So,
Hoorah! Go Army.
Is that you were in the Army, right, Jay?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey,
And
I
you
told
were
you
in-
he's my brother.
You're in the Army.
So I was
Yeah.
in the Army.
Hey,
They get along really well.
Yeah.
hey,
Oh, hey,
look,
we
he
go
takes
hunt.
care of me better than my son does. That's why he's my
Well,
brother.
your son lives in Idaho.
Well, hey,
that's
yeah,
not.
but he couldn't do what you do anyway. So, okay, hey, he's been in the military too, but he ain't got
Well, I love every minute. And by the way, as long as I'm sitting in this chair, there ain't no messing with Si.
I don't mess with
So-
Si. I'm scared of you, and I'm scared of Si.
Don't mess with Si.
I was just thinking, say, I'm waiting for somebody to just make him mad enough before he unleashes what he's got been up in him.
Yeah, no. There's
Okay.
one person in this room.
Somebody
I'm not
is
gonna
fixing to
upset.
get
It's Stone,
is gonna get a stone cold whooping.
and it ain't gonna be me.
Like
I'm
you
dumb,
ain't
but I ain't
seen
that dumb.
lately. And I'll be over there going, "Yo, Superman!"
So, Stone, is it fair to say that you're like Si's caddy now?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
is that
Pretty
where we're
much.
at?
Oh, he's
No.
my right hand man.
I'm his
That's what he is.
Okay.
I'm
What
his
about Phil?
ride.
He's just my brother too. But
No, not your
he's
brother, Phil.
He's my real brother by
No,
blood.
no, Phil McMillan.
Okay, but I can say the same thing about Stone and Martin. They're by blood too.
Well, look, here's
How many
theirs.
right-hand men do you have?
2.
Oh, I'm his left hand, son.
I'm
Don't
not.
worry about
I'm
that.
just.
Here's what happened this morning. For
Uh-oh.
instance, we met at the lair at 5:15. We get in the four-wheeler. I take Si, drive him right up to the deer stand, right to it. He climbs up in it. I go park the wheeler 400 yards away.
And I'm out of wind
walk.
just from climbing up the stairs because
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
this COPD.
Yep. So then I come back. I get in the stand with him. We take a nap. Wake up. Sun rises. We watch the deer. Then what? What we do then?
Stone actually got on that grunt call that we sell, Duck Commander sells.
Oh,
and
no.
said a couple times. And then, hey, then I'm looking right there, about 15 yards.
Yeah.
The little basket, 8-point. Where's he at? Where's he at?
What's he doing?
Stone, I seen Stone ease far, and I was hearing for a little, but he said, "No, I'm gonna let BK kill him.
Okay.
He's saving him for his daughter. So BK's gonna kill her a little basket 8-point next time she's in the stand."
Hey, I like that because, I mean, Stone, you've been babysitting them deer all year, and then, yesterday? What happened yesterday?
Well,
I'm
hey.
going to let you boys tell it.
Hey,
'cause-
I don't know what happened.
here's the name of the deer, Protege.
Prospect.
okay.
Okay,
The
now
protege prospect.
I'll let
Okay.
Stone tell it from there.
The deer's name
He needs to get off his chest
Prospect.
anyway.
So, anyways, I've been trying to manage the deer herd down at Phil's for about 3 years now.
3 years.
Si?
Doing a fine job.
And that means, hey, he plants everything, okay, gets everything coming up, good food plots and all this, and then talking about, okay, that right there, he's a cold buck, bam.
Yep.
Then he tells people that he allows to hunt, here's what you can shoot, and here's what you shoot only,
That's it.
except for the property owner and a couple of friends.
Well, yeah. So, deer management at Phil Robertson's place is tricky. to
He
say
could
the
actually
least.
start a series, Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible. So we have this one buck. He's 2.5-year-old stud. He's gonna be huge.
He was going to be.
He was. So
correction.
I showed everybody his picture. I said, "Look, this deer's only 2.5. Please don't shoot this deer." Well, Phil and one burly Jennings riding around in the four-wheeler yesterday saw 4 legs in a thicket. Hey, there's a deer. Boom. Goes to pick him up. Guess who it was?
I literally
the
like
prospect.
to have cried
The
when
prospect.
he told me this morning.
So this is
I've watched this deer for about 2 weeks now.
It's a 2.5-year-old with an 18-inch spread. So he gone.
So, Si, you almost wept over a deer.
Oh no, I'm serious. I might have cried over this deer because I mean I've had him. I watch him all the time, and Stone keeps reminding me, "Hey, this is one." I've said I'm gonna shoot that big 7-point. He said no 7 points because you might make a mistake and get the protocol.
So here's the deal. You know, Burley is what you would call a bad influence. So
with a name like Burley, who'd have thunk it, right?
If Burley hadn't been on the premises, Phil never would have shot that deer. So, you ever heard that old saying, you play down to your competition?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
So, when Burley gets in a four-wheeler with Phil plays down to the competition. That's all I got to say.
Well, I mean, the good news is this is the first time Burley's done something like that, right?
No. This is the second performance.
So, 3 years
first
ago.
one, the first one was worse than this one.
That's right.
We should have Burley on the podcast.
No, you shouldn't.
No. No.
So,
now you know that whooping I was talking about? It may happen.
well, if I could dodge you, I
Put
got to
that on
dodge
YouTube.
you. I got to dodge you for about 45 seconds.
Oh, well, no. He ain't got the stamina you got, son.
That's why I said I got to dodge you.
No.
Oh, man.
He is a bull of a
Yeah,
man.
he is a bull of a man. I
But
gotta
look,
give it.
here's 3 years ago, we had this deer named George Jones.
22-inch spread.
22 and 3/4,
Yeah.
turns out.
They were able to measure him.
How
Three,
big? How
look.
big's that, Si?
I'm talking about this guy was big, son.
Huge. So I show him the picture three years ago. I said, hey, y'all see this deer? Please don't shoot this deer. He's 3.5. He's a monster. Next year, he's really going to be something.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? Burley and Phil in the pickup truck. And
With a 4x8 piece of plywood on top of the pickup
It's
because it's
pouring
raining
down rain.
horses and cows.
It's raining like a cow peeing on a flat rock.
Yeah.
Horses and cats.
So this big buck steps out, and Phil says, hey, there's a big buck. Shoot him, Burl. Boom. Burley shoots him. Goes over there, and then takes a picture of him and sends me a picture on my phone. And underneath it,
And
says,
then rubs it in.
it says, he stopped loving her today.
So anybody out there listening that's got some really good deer property, make sure you invite Burley. He'll really take care of the place for you, and
Let him grow. He lets them grow.
He
well.
will shoot
good.
the young bucks and let the old ones walk.
yeah. Well, hey, on that note, let's take our first break.
That's what I said. Try to borrow money, and hey, they tell me, no, you don't owe enough.
You don't owe enough?
Yeah. How stupid is that?
Yeah, he was trying to buy Christmas presents, and he couldn't get a credit card because his credit. They said no.
Well,
You
you know
ain't
what?
no credit.
Well,
So
you
they ain't
know.
never bought nothing.
You know how you can fix that? You can go to scoremaster.com, log in for a free account. The average person increases their credit score 61 points in the first 20 days. It gives you all the tools to figure out just how the three major credit reporting bureaus work. Helps you pay off your stuff, helps your score rise, and look, for you can go to 0 to 61. 11 more and you'll be at your age. Ain't that something?
Big time.
That's pretty incredible. But right now, you can go to scoremaster.com/duck. That's scoremaster.com/duck. Sign up for a free account and see how much you can raise your credit score just by knowing what's out there. Next thing you know, you'll be wearing shades with American flags on the earpieces, boys.
That is, boys. I feel like Top Gun.
Scoremaster.com/duck.
Big jet, boys.
Where did you
Loaded
get
down
those?
with armament.
Stone,
People
how-
keep saying I look
I
like
don't.
a young Burley, and I take offense to that.
I don't.
No, you don't look like a young Burley. You look way too soft to be a young Burley.
Hey, take it easy, pal.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
you look like the
Burley.
Pillsbury Doughboy.
Get him in that flank, Si. Get him in that flank
Hold
over there.
Don't touch me. Don't touch my soft spots
Don't
again.
tell me something
That-
silly. Don't
Si?
touch me.
That flank got a lot of marbling on it.
Hey, what are you talking about?
That'd be what you
So-
that'd be what you call pin raised.
That's it.
Oh,
Ain't no free ranger over there.
That's it.
Look,
I'm
ain't
trying
nobody
to talk,
ain't nobody went in on Johnny D yet on this
Yes,
thing.
okay.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah, we need
I get
to.
it. But
Oh,
I
his
was
time's coming.
all I was trying to do was talk about the Christmas tree cakes that are back on short shelves again.
Oh man!
And then you're going to call me soft and fat right when I'm leading into Christmas tree cakes.
Well, hey, look, we just got through with Thanksgiving. All right, now we're moving toward the big one.
Do you eat Christmas tree cakes?
Do I what?
Do you eat the Christmas tree cakes? The
Little Debbie
Debbie's.
Christmas
You're talking
tree
about
cakes.
Twinkies every other
The
episode.
best.
No.
What?
I've never even heard of the Little Bammy sweet cake.
Little Debbie.
Debbie.
Little
Debbie.
Debbie. No, I ain't never heard of that junk. Boys.
I ain't never heard of that.
The only cake I eat at Christmas is the one that Amy makes for us, me and Phil. Okay.
You talking about Gimber's sister?
Yeah.
The fruit cake. The fruit
Yeah,
cake.
fruit cake.
Well, that fits.
Fine.
All right.
The only thing she needs to do with it, though, is I wish I knew the rum that I had at the Horseshoe Casino in the bread pudding, because that's what she needs to soak it, baby. in.
Not a Captain Morgan.
Oh, maybe even a little
It was
151.
good.
Poof.
It was good. I know that.
Oh, but
I
you
thought
know,
I always thought rum was rot gut because pirates drink it. You know, I really did.
and every pirate you knew had a rock gun.
Well,
huh?
hey, well, just you think about the pirates you've seen. They look like they got rot everything.
Well, most of them did.
Okay.
They only had one leg.
I've never
Well,
seen a pirate.
Yeah, how many pirates have you seen? That is a wonderful segment.
Hey, look, I'm just telling you what I know.
Yeah. He's
Rum ain't rot gut. Rum is good,
I
especially in bread pudding over at the Horseshoe.
wholeheartedly agree with his assessment of rum.
I love bread
do.
pudding.
Hey.
It is fantastic.
I do enjoy
But-
that. But let's get back on them Christmas tree
Yeah,
cakes
so
for just
look.
a second.
I bought,
Fruit cake. That's
I
on the
bought
Christmas
5
tree.
Christmas tree cakes,
Cake.
Martin.
5?
5 of them.
How long were they there?
I gave them to my kids for the first time ever.
Bad call.
They broke the child lock to the pantry and ate them all for breakfast the next morning. All the ones that were left over. I got half of one.
That's how good they are, Si.
No, he's got a bunch of juvenile delinquents.
That is also true.
There's a little shred of truth in that as well. But
Yeah, but I know how that is because hey, I've got 8 of them.
yeah,
Okay.
I think my favorite thing about Christmas tree cakes though is that means duck season is back. Like there's certain things that signal the times of year
that are
like,
important.
guaranteed. So Christmas tree cakes, when you see them, you know you can go duck hunting. You know what else is like that? When you see that sign for that McRib, that means duck season's
Hey,
here. This is the
McRib's
only
back,
time
too.
of year. Because it's duck season.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're not getting paid to talk about the McRib.
Well,
but
look,
it's delicious.
Hey, I know, but hey, my
don't
wife
eat
come in the other day and jumping up and down. And I said, "What's going on?" She said, "McRib back."
Oh, Christine's a McRib
Oh
fan.
yeah, oh,
Y'all
yeah.
don't eat the
hilarious.
I
McRib?
said, okay.
No.
You eat the McRib?
I've ate them before.
I'm
They're
getting
all right.
more and more like Si every day.
Yeah, they're all right.
I love a McRib.
They're like you say, side. They ain't much.
Yeah, they ain't hitting on much.
Well, here's a little deal that y'all might not know about Jase Stone.
Uh-oh.
He's a pretty good chef.
Chef.
Okay,
Chef.
'cause that's another thing he does. He's always cooking something for me and calling and saying, "Hey, come on over. We'll play dominoes and eat something."
Let me guess. Did 2 weeks ago he cook you some wood ducks?
Oh yeah.
I just want to make sure we talk about that on every
Oh,
episode.
no,
'cause So
yeah,
far
hey,
we
look.
were 2 for 2 on that.
Look,
Did he drizzle
yo,
honey on them?
Hot
son.
honey.
And
Hey.
did Sweet Pea look up there like she was?
Oh
gonna
no,
eat
no!
some?
Look, I had to slap Sweet Pea off of the wood ducks, okay? Because I'm looking and something black is going toward the pan of wood ducks.
Where?
He's told this story
Every week.
Oh no, yeah, but hey, you got to understand, the cat's quick, boys, and he was going for the fine grilled, wood duck wraps.
If I can assure you of one thing, a 40-pound cat ain't quick.
Oh no, yeah, quick.
A
Sweet Pea is.
40-pound house cat
Hey,
ain't.
if he
quick.
gets into them wood ducks, he's gonna be like George Jones.
I want these wood ducks because we're going to be talking about them on episode 45 in June.
Yeah.
Oh, guaranteed.
Look, he's been experimenting. Him and Phil the other day. Okay, they down there. He's been living down there for about 7 days. Yeah.
It's deer
But anyway,
season, or duck season.
they
Hunting season.
actually fried them, wood duck breasts.
yeah.
Now,
And then they was talking about it, and I said, "Well, good grief, why didn't you stop by and give me some?" He said, "Because there wasn't any left."
Oh, they were good. I was shocked. We tenderized them, soaked them in buttermilk overnight,
Fried them like steak.
fried them like deer steak.
Yep.
Yep.
A little egg batter, a little egg wash, and
But
flour.
the ones are the
That's it.
grill.
Oh, that Woody is way up there on the list of things to eat.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
but see, he done got it to the point where that Japanese tenderizer,
Okay.
Yeah.
they just melt in your mouth, and I mean, oh my goodness.
Oh,
And
they're
he,
fine.
right before he takes it off, when it's actually done, he fix take it off. he takes a brush and puts a little honey on it. Or
No,
either-
it's
either
I've been
Mayhaw
looking for that
jelly.
honey. That honey, I can't find it. Mike's Hot Honey. So if you're listening, we need some of that.
Mike.
Hot
That's right.
honey.
Hey, somebody run it down, boys.
Yeah,
Mike's hot honey,
Mike's Hot Honey.
Christmas tree cake.
Well, it's important to get things tender for Si. I mean, look, he ain't got no teeth.
Hey, look.
So, I mean, he
Easy.
got to be able to gnaw on
Easy.
something.
Easy.
Hey,
Hey,
I'll fix the 6 stone.
y'all
on
be
you.
easy on Si.
No, he's fine.
I ain't gonna make fun of
Uh-oh, boy.
anybody with fake teeth
thought I broke
because
my
most
mic.
of mine are fake.
Yeah. No, that's because you had a mean sister.
Me?
Yeah.
No, she never hit me.
You had one too?
I was the littlest of everyone.
No. Since you brought that up, hey, my sister Judy is in the kitchen. She's frying fried chicken. Okay. She
When
just
is
took
this?
some out and put it in there. And look, I could see it if I grabbed the breast, but I grabbed the wing. And then she yelled at me, and I took off running. And when I hang the left out of the kitchen, I hear it thud, yong, 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 yong. And I stick my head back in and look, and there is a butcher knife buried about 1.5 inches deep in the woodwork.
She threw
Over
a
a
knife-
chicken wing,
Okay.
I mind you.
On that note, my sister
Hey.
is a wonderful
On,
person.
hey, yeah, on that note,
I
I'm
only
lucky to be alive, boys.
The worst thing my sister did to me was bat wedgies, where she'd sing the Batman song and hold me by my underwear. No knives were ever thrown.
Oh, well, hey.
Life was a
we
lot
threw
tougher.
knives, we threw kitchen matches with needles and feathers on them. That's what we did for fun.
You threw knives at your brothers and sisters?
Oh, no,
Hold
no.
on. Kitchen
My-
matches
hey.
with needles and feathers.
Yeah.
Needles and feathers.
You were
you
making
take, hey,
homemade darts?
One of them long kitchen matches, take a razor blade, split it 4 ways, stick 4 pieces of paper in there for the feathers, and then put a needle in that and have war games. The only thing you could not throw at the head, but everything else, fair game. And you'd hear everybody run around there, ah! Yeah. Yeah, I can't reach it. Come put it out of my back.
I feel like I say this every week. I have no words.
Hey, no,
You
I'm
made
serious.
homemade darts and threw at each other?
Hey, oh yeah.
See, because I'm so young, they got rid of lawn darts. I never even got to play with
Oh,
those.
it's a good thing we didn't have good darts.
So I was making homemade
There'd be a lot
darts.
of dead people in the neighborhood, boys. you know, people. I always hear about how bad New York is in the Bronx.
I ain't got no, and don't hold a candle to
they
Vivian,
don't
does
hold
it?
nothing else. Oh, okay, hickory nut wars.
Hickory nut
Calumet
wars.
wars. Just hey.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I got in on that, throwing cow patties at each other.
Oh, yeah.
Them dried up cow patties.
Oh yeah, but the trick was to find you one that the top of it's crusty,
Uh-huh.
and then when you roll it over, the other side is soft.
Yeah, buddy.
My older brother took one right into the face.
Oh.
Okay. And they broke it up. They finally broke a favorite one up, and it was all kind of war going on then, boys.
Yeah, if you
Hey, that was his favorite cow patty.
because them wet ones was heavier.
Oh yeah.
'Cause
Oh
you
yeah.
could throw them further and harder.
Hey,
Now,
this
you
one-
never
this
threw
one wasn't-
cow crap growing
Hey,
up?
this one wasn't thrown.
Didn't do
This
it.
one was behind the tree, and when he come running by, just
Oh, like an old pie in
like
the
a
face.
pie in the face.
Whop.
Except
That's
it's a
even
cow
worse.
patty.
Oh man, he tasted that.
But hey, look, if I could right now, if they said, okay, the world's fixing to end, I got a time machine. You can set it to wherever you want to go. Boom. Go back to my childhood. Them was the good old days, boys.
Wasn't it?
It's a hypothetical.
Yeah, hypothetical.
Yeah, hypothetical.
I thought you were serious.
Hey,
about
y'all, y'all didn't have running water growing up either, did you?
Hey, no, we took a bath in a number 3 wash tub. Guess what? I'm the youngest. It was bad bath water by the time I got there.
At least it was warm.
No, it's already cold.
Well, it should have been 98.6 degrees
yeah,
with
but
all them
hey,
humans
hey,
running
yeah,
in out
hey.
of it.
It was cold.
Hey, that says a lot. When you would go back to your childhood, y'all didn't have anything of material value.
Hey, I had what
those
we
were the
needed.
greatest days of your life.
No, I'm serious. I had what we needed. We had the love of God and love of family. Now, did we beat each up on it and stick us with needles and everything else? Yeah.
And you had a white-headed pigeon named Eagle.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Hey,
I've told that story 17 times this week. And I don't tell it near as good as you,
Look.
but people still laugh.
Hey.
The pigeon's head turned around.
That's him.
everybody tell me you the biggest liar. Hey, that actually happened, and it did not break the pigeon's neck. It turned it 180 degrees. You're not gonna sneak up on Eagle from the behind, boys.
No, you got to get him. You got to fight
You're
him
gonna
like
have
a
to-
man.
Hey, it's got to be man to man on forward.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
I still laugh. That's the best. I mean, I thought I'd heard like 95% of your stories.
Oh, that's Al's favorite.
But I missed that one.
No, Al, that was the favorite.
Oh,
That's a
he's
good
at
one.
the top of my list
Oh, yeah.
now.
Yeah.
We got to take a break.
Oh
All right.
my goodness!
We'll be right back. Well, it's been a record year sales-wise for Duck Commander, and you know the holiday season is probably our biggest time of year. So, as a company, it is a good thing that we use Stamps.com to ship all of our stuff out. That's where we get all of our postage from.
Stamps.com.
Hey, it's fantastic. We don't have to go to the post office to get any stamps. You save like a nickel per first-class stamp off of it, and a lot of times you get 40% off first-class mail.
Wait, it's cheaper?
Yes, it's cheaper. That way you don't have to go to the post office.
I don't send a lot of mail. Do you send a lot of mail?
No. Oh, well, nope. Oh, bad mistake. Yes, I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
What do you
sends a lot of
send?
mail.
Yeah, 'cause all my fans send in stuff, and I'm always signing it, and I had to pack it back up. And they always send me a self-addressed envelope and all that, you know.
So use Stamps.com for your self-addressed
Yeah,
envelope.
just next time get Christine to
Well,
sign
look,
up for
I ain't paying for
Stamps.com.
it. The fans are paying for it.
Oh, yeah, they send it with it. But the
okay.
cool thing is during the holidays you don't have to go to the post office.
Well, that's a pretty good deal, 40%.
Hey, the good news is we're going to give you a promo code DUCK. All you got to do is go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top, type in DUCK, and, let them know that we sent you. You get a free digital scale. And, hey, it's a 4-week trial. Stamps.com, put in DUCK at the microphone. Stamps.com, never go to the post office again.
In the cosmos,
all
boy.
you-
Not in the world.
All you
the world
cat,
ain't big
cat
enough.
lovers out there, we apologize for that story.
I want to
Hey,
go back to
that's why I
Simon's
would go
childhood,
back
too.
to my childhood, boys.
I'm
Hey,
interested.
I think
grand.
I'd join you there.
Oh, no, it was grand. Okay, it really was.
Wow.
I was literally in tears.
Well,
Hey, I'm like old Meatloaf. 38 out of 40 ain't bad.
is that what Meatloaf
He said-
said?
He said 2 out of 3
He
ain't
said
bad.
2 out of
but-
3.
Who
But
is
hey,
Meatloaf?
38 out of 40
The
ain't
singer?
bad, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 out of 3 ain't bad. You're not familiar with that song?
Oh, yeah. That's one.
I
That's
just
his
know the
biggest
one,
hit.
Because 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Which one do you know?
the anything, but he won't do that.
Oh,
Is
you
it
do
the 1 out
anything
of
for
3?
love?
You'll do anything for love. And nobody,
Well, if
and
you
nobody
knew,
know what that
if you
is.
knew 2 out of 3 ain't bad, you'd be on to somewhere. Because then
right,
you'd
boy.
know 2 out of probably 6 he's got. I mean, sorry for any Closet Meatloaf fans that may be listening to this, but
I'm more into
Oh,
meatloaf
hey,
food.
I'm one.
I'd have never guessed it.
Hey, I wouldn't talk bad about the man. I like him.
Oh, I'm with you.
Yeah.
No, I'm a fan. I enjoy his music. Oh man,
How did we get here?
I don't know. We ended up down Meatloaf and cat killing dogs, and
You never know where we're going, boys.
oh, it's a good thing Bullet and Mamie ain't around now, 'cause Sweet Pea would be in trouble. Lord,
Oh,
have
right.
mercy. What?
Hey.
Oh, Sweet Pea be
Oh,
gone.
Yeah. Fatback.
Yeah. Old Fatback be out of there.
Fatback, man. He gone.
I'm gonna be sore in the morning after these stories.
So now that we went to Si's childhood, what's happening in
You
the
get
world
sore.
today?
You get sore from laughing.
Yes, I laugh a lot though, and I'm not in the best shape.
And
ever.
hey, look,
Look.
doctors will tell you laughter is good for you.
Thank you.
Oh, it is. Look, I know 2 people that have managed to work their way through life on this earth without hitting a lick at a snake. And one of them is sitting right there.
What is a lick of a snake?
JD, he's pointing at you.
I don't even know
thought
what that
I had
means.
That
on.
means you have found a way to make it through life on the earth without working.
Oh,
I thought he was pointing at me.
No.
JD.
I don't know.
You know,
my
hey,
goodness.
Si, you know who the other one is?
Oh, yeah.
Who?
You?
No, it ain't me.
I don't know what you.
Red Dog Phillips.
That's right. That's right.
I'm fine getting compared to the side, but I would prefer not to get compared to old W.
So what I want to know is how did you do
I
that?
work all the time.
JD,
I
don't
worked
be-
at a grocery
look,
store
don't-
in the
don't
produce
lie
department.
To me. Don't lie to me. And then tell me it's raining, son.
I'm not telling you it's right. I used to be a janitor for a minute. I was
know,
a waiter
know,
for 2 days.
I know, and I know that
Quit that.
a janitor don't do nothing. Okay.
I cleaned the pool every morning, and then I went
No, he
to
got somebody under me that cleaned it.
the Super One and stacked apples. That was fun.
I love listening to his past employment history. I'm
It's very short.
yeah, I'm curious.
And then I sold.
You worked at a bougie retail shop for a while,
I sold ski jackets to people in Louisiana for a minute.
which is incredible.
That was tough.
Yeah.
He's a salesman, boys.
Yeah.
We cranked the air conditioner.
He's like
way
that
up.
old boy on Josie Wells. Just try some of this here elixir.
Worked for my parents for a minute.
And I like what old
And
Josie's done.
Then I ended up here, and I just kind of.
Yeah, how's it work on stains?
Go ahead, Sam.
Well,
then I ended up
Josie
here.
Wells story, son.
And I basically just follow Willie around and do what he says.
So where's Willie right now?
He is in Kansas.
No, I mean literally, where is he?
He's at the E3 in Kansas.
Did you see that?
When's
deer?
the last time you ran Find My
In a
Ribs
deer
on
stand.
it?
I made sure he got to the airport yesterday.
There you go.
He's up there.
If he misses the flight, I got to rebook it.
I agree. I know. I
And
like.
that's
Look,
not easy. In
Willie
20.
is in Kansas. I don't know. Si, did you get the text from Willie this morning about the deer he killed?
I
I
got it.
saw it. Yeah, he's a giant. He's an absolute giant. Show it to Si. I want to get Si's
Si,
opinion
first
of this
take
deer.
on this deer right here.
Uh-oh.
He's moving his
Boy,
phone
that's
closer.
mountain deer as good as the one I shot at 6 times down there on Phil's property. Okay, that's about, but that ain't quite 30. That's about,
There's a deer like that on Phil's
that's
property.
about 26.
26 wide.
Yeah,
that's what
about
he said.
26 wide.
This is a Kansas stud that has nothing on Phil's property.
Hey.
That apparently you shot at him 6 times.
I shot at him 6 times.
Did you miss 5 or 6?
Oh no, I missed all 6 of them.
He was
It was
shaking.
shooting. Hey, it was shooting 18 high and 18 to the right. And Phil said, "Well, hey, when you missed him the first about 3 times, just start shooting somewhere else on him." And I said, "Yeah, but hey, you don't understand my gun. If my son dropped it out of the deer stand, didn't tell me." And he
I
cost
figured
me.
out one thing about Robertsons and their weapons. When they think that the weapon should be zeroed out of the box.
Oh yeah, they think it's on as soon as you
Out of the
pick it
box.
up.
So you take it hunting, you go, it's the strangest thing. I always zero my weapon before I ever go hunting to make sure it's on. But a Robertson never does that.
No chance.
Ever.
No, that's what we're for.
They blame somebody else for
Yeah.
when it's not on.
I've had to do that with Willie's crossbows, and then it
Yeah.
was my fault.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, plausible deniability. That's what you're always looking for. You know what's a funny deal, though? Now, I don't know where you stand on this, Stone, but I'm prepared to find out. But I know that the 2 guys sitting across from me believe in something that isn't real.
Oh yeah. No,
Do you know what? Do you know what
Oh,
thread?
I
Do you know
know
what
what-
thread y'all share?
Oh, I just JD. Do you seen Black Panthers?
There it is, boys. There it is.
100%. I saw one in front of the Dollar General on Arkansas Road, right down from our house, crossing the street.
Black Panther, Stone.
Black Panther.
Where you at on that, Stone?
Martin told me he's a biologist with a degree.
Right.
And when I sighted with the other 2 idiots in the truck with me,
I wasn't
Yeah.
one of those idiots.
oh no,
But you
that
could've
was the stupidest thing I've ever been involved in my life. 3 supposedly grown men in a pickup truck looking at something, and then they all saying it's a deer, it's a deer. I said, wrong color. That thing that's sitting in the road is black as that shirt that Jay Stone's got on. And then when he stood up, he's got a long tail coming off his rear end all the way down to the road and curling up.
Sucker had a 9-foot tail.
Right. And then he left like a cartoon. I'm looking at him, and then there was nothing but smoke.
The only part of that you got right was cartoon. He wasn't real.
Oh, he was real. Trust
Oh.
me.
So this guy shows Si a picture. It says, "Look at here. What do you think about that?" Si says, "Hey, Black Panther." He said, "No, those are house cats. Black house cats."
No. What I saw was not a house cat.
And Si said, "Hey, you idiot! You ain't never heard no baby panther?"
Yeah, they ain't born. They ain't born grown, son. They come out
gotta
of
get
the
big.
womb a baby. It has to, have a little time to grow.
The one I saw was big. It was a full-grown jungle cat.
How tall was it?
I mean, bigger than the tire on my
As
truck.
tall as this table.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I drove right. I mean, it could have been a Doberman, but it was moving like a cat.
Hey, I'm just saying, you're the fact checker of this show. What's that say?
It
What does it say?
it says
JD?
that the Carolina Panthers, Teddy Bridgewater quarterback, it's black on their logo, so there's such thing as Black Panthers.
Okay.
Got you.
So
Also, there's some stuff I don't understand, and leopards and jaguars, and
mm-hmm.
so if I said I saw a black leopard, would you be okay with that?
Well, here's what I got.
As long as there was a news story to back up that there was a leopard missing from a zoo, yeah, I'm cool with that. Because leopards ain't from around here either.
Hold it.
What about cougar? No, that doesn't count.
No,
cougar
never happened. So
but hey,
I'm reading slowly.
Hey, I'm fixing to ask Martin something because I'm
Please
down at the Seminoles Indians.
Okay. I was with you.
So
careful how you tell this
story.
story.
No. They've got
Fact check.
a cat in a cage, okay, and on the cage it's got Black Panther, but the cat in the cage is a young one, and he's not black. He's gray or tannish color.
Oh, so like.
But they called him on the thing was Black Panther. You're telling me on something that's like Jason.
Well, look,
we're duck hunting, Jason. Boom, here comes something by, and they're telling me, well, you didn't kill him.
I can write John Godwin on a piece of paper and stick it in front of Jay Stone. That don't make him John Godwin. That
I
just makes
understand
him. That makes him mislabeled.
I understand that, but why would they mislead the public like that?
Because they knew you were coming.
No, ain't.
They did their homework.
I always like people telling me what I see with my eyes and what I kill with my shotgun.
I just want to go through this. I have one major problem with all Black Panther sightings.
What's that? I'm looking at one right here. Big black cat.
A big black
now,
jaguar.
You want to call him a panther, or you want to call him, what do they call the ones down in Mexico?
A jaguar.
Jaguar.
I'm totally cool with that.
So I saw a black jaguar.
But he didn't.
I did.
No, you didn't.
In front of the Dollar General.
No.
Well, here's what I'll tell you what I saw.
Okay.
Okay, and then you give it whatever name you want to.
All right.
Look, the only reason I didn't think it was blue was because the cameraman, we left the duck hole.
Oh, you're saying blue the dog. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh,
No.
I thought you meant the color blue.
No.
There's a dog named Blue for the listeners at home.
We got a black lab named Blue.
Yeah.
Okay. When we
now we're all
when we get where we
real
park the boat, we're leaving. Usually Phil goes out first because he wants to shoot at a deer if we see one. But the cameraman said, "Hey, Mr. Robertson, I need to take some pictures with you and the dog." So they stayed behind, and we took off. Me, Jason, and Godwin. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we come around the bend, and it's a straight stretch for 5 miles. It's 12 o'clock, high noon. Okay. The sun is directly above us, bright bluebird day. Okay, there is no, and around the bend, and we're going up there, and I look, something's in the middle of the road, black. Okay, just about the size of Blue, who weighs about 125, maybe 130. Okay.
When did Blue become a small calf?
No, but okay, anyway, look. We're going.
You mean a large cat.
We're getting closer, and I asked, what's in the road? Jason said it's a deer. Well, you got to understand something. Jason Robertson is Phil Robertson's son. He's his duck hunting guru. Okay, so whatever Jason Robertson says, if Jason Robertson says it's raining outside and it's not, Johnny Godwin's going to say, it's raining cats and dogs out there, boys. Okay, so he says, it's a deer. Johnny Godwin back, it's a deer. I said, hey, wrong answer. Wrong color. Now, we're about 75 yards from this thing, and this thing stands up. Okay, and then like I said, 1 minute I'm looking at him, next minute, shoot, he's gone. I didn't know which way he went. I said, which way did he go? Jason said, hey, he went to the right, just right when he went in them chest-high weeds, I got a clear vision of him. And I said, well, what was it? He said, it was a bobcat. I said, now we're getting somewhere. I said, at least you got it in the correct family. Okay? But it ain't no bobcat. You ain't never seen a bobcat that black and that long tail. Because I seen one yesterday evening when I was deer hunting. Started shooting, but then I changed my mind.
Wait, you saw a black panther?
No, bobcat.
Yesterday?
Bobcat.
Just a regular bobcat?
Yeah, regular bobcat.
Yeah, same one he saw that day.
No, it wasn't a bobcat. No, you can't make colors change colors just because you want to. Jay said, "Oh yeah, we did a sequence on the show about it."
Oh, I remember.
Except, hey, he chose poorly, as they say in the movies.
Yeah,
he chose Johnny Godwin to be the Black Panther.
Well, Godwin calls himself a wildcat, so you know.
Yeah, he's
but
a wildcat.
I'm going to give you still my main problem with Black Panther stories. They all come from rednecks, every one of them.
I'm not a redneck.
Whether you like it or not, compared to most others, you're a redneck. You drive You
JD,
drive
Everybody tells me
JD,
I'm
no,
not.
hey, you're
Until
a
I
redneck.
see a
You're a
Black
redneck
Panther, now I'm
everywhere,
ready.
JD.
you drive a truck with snakeskin on it. Use a redneck.
You're a redneck.
That's fine.
They're everywhere. Hey,
but-
I'm gonna tell you what you got against you. Okay.
Nothing.
No.
I have nothing against you.
Yeah, you got one thing against you.
What?
You've got a degree saying you're educated. Okay, so that means you're you can't be wrong. Okay, because
No,
you're educated.
I'm wrong all the time. I'm not wrong on this.
Oh
part.
yeah,
Here's
you're wrong.
But you still ain't let me tell the problem that I have with all these stories. It's all by rednecks who are known to carry loaded weapons with them. I have yet to see a body of one of these Black Panthers.
Oh look,
You provide the body,
I know.
I'll change my tune.
No. I went one further on that because after they done all this, they made me mad. So look, I just as a joke, I called the wildlife people, Louisiana Wildlife, and said, "Hey, is there such thing as a Black Panther?" And they said, "Oh no, sir." I said, "Well, hey, what about this? Is it okay if I shoot him?" "Oh no, sir, you can't shoot him."
See?
And I said, "No, wait a minute, hold it. What's wrong with me shooting my imagination?"
Nothing.
Okay,
I
and they
highly
said, "Oh no,
encourage
Mr.
it."
Robertson, you can't shoot that Black Panther." I said, "Yeah, that's what I thought."
Winning argument.
Boom, slamming it down. Okay, I feel like
Because
We're out.
telling rednecks what they can and can't shoot stops them.
no, because here's the deal.
No.
Is there a bear problem in Louisiana?
There
in
is.
the Delta?
I
Yeah.
did see one of those also.
You know
by the
who's
Dollar General.
responsible?
I believe him.
You know who's responsible for that?
I can only imagine who you're
Careful.
going to say.
Hey, our
Careful.
wildlife people, they brought them in and turned them loose.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
Now they're going to have to open season, and we're having a hard time with them. Talking about open the season and let us kill these black bears.
Yeah, I'm with you on that 100%. They've done a good job. Now let's manage them. But on that note, let's take another break.
Okay.
Si, do you have anything on you hurting right now?
Yes. Sorry, he asked you. I was just answering for you.
Not really, except my breathing when I do any physical activity.
And that's because you've been on the Omega XL. It treats the inflammation, which is the root of the pain.
And hey, look, you got 35 years of research and development working for you. It's a good product, boys. Use it.
I can honestly vouch for this one. I've been on it for 9-10 months. No pains.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Stone's in the best shape of
Yeah.
every employee we got here.
So I work out 3-4 days a week. I'm never sore.
Well, hey, reckon if I rub my chest with it, it would help with my breathing?
It might. It
pill.
might.
Hey, I'll try it. Hey.
Well, break it open. Hey, Si, when you get home, break open some Omega XL, rub it on your chest, see if it'll get the inflammation down, and let us help you get started. Order your Omega XL now and get a second bottle for free. Visit omegaxl.com/duck. That's omegaxl.com/duck or call 1-800-844-4888. That's 800-844-4888.
I'm watching the nature show on television.
Which nature show?
The Nature Show.
The nature show. That's all it's called. But anyway, there's this scientist, and all he's done for his whole life, he got a PhD in cats, okay?
Boy,
So-
I bet he's a barrel full of monkeys.
Oh, no, look. So,
for the
hey, all
cats.
this cat has done is he stays in the jungle, and he's looking for one cat that they've got one picture of in the world. They've got one picture. Now, I don't even know what it called it. But anyway, so look, he was talking, all right, I'm going to find out if there's more. So he's in the Amazon jungle, and he puts out 1,000 trail cams in the Amazon jungle.
That's a big piece of wood.
Okay?
I don't have enough
He get-
information.
he
World's
get-
rarest cat.
He gets the second picture. It took him 12 years of 1,000 cameras to get that one picture. So I look, I said, okay, I'm flying in a jet from Monroe to the coast. And I'm looking below me. And it's solid pine trees from West Monroe all the way to the Gulf of Mexico. That is so thick you can't get nothing through there until loggers come through and knock down some trees and clear it out a little bit. And then people said, "Oh no, no, there ain't no such thing as a black cat, a big black cat living out here in these woods, because there's thousands of acres from here to the Gulf, and you're gonna tell me, no, I don't buy it, boys, and never will. Okay, there's black cats, there's stuff out there we hadn't even seen yet."
I can't wait till our fans chime in on this because
There's a lot of woods.
we're gonna
Send us an email, hello@duckcallroom.com, preferably.
If you've sighted a black panther, let us know about it, people.
No. Oh no!
I promise, if you can send me a picture
How much
of a
response
black
you got, especially if you got
no.
a picture of it, baby.
Yeah.
Put it
put it
on
on
up.
this computer and turn it towards the camera, and we cannot wait.
Hello at Duck Call Room is about to get slammed.
It already has, but I'm looking forward to it.
Just that, we
You
just
never
ask
go-
that you
you
send
never
the,
go
send the
out
emails
to this-
before the bush lights get to flowing. That's all we ask.
Now I'm gonna
That's
say
fine.
this. I'm gonna say this with this, and I'll quit on this. That's why the police, when you talk to them, and you're an eyewitnesses are not responsible people.
I think you meant
'Cause
they're not
if you-
reliable.
Well, hey, reliable, responsible, whichever way you want to go with it. It don't make any difference to me. Okay. I'm just making a point here. Okay.
Stone, you run around
If
with
we
this guy?
we run 50 people through here and do a little skit and show them something, you'll get 50 different stories, boys. And hey,
can't handle
since I'm looking with my eyes, I'm gonna give you my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Thank you.
Cause it was my eyeballs that saw it.
And your imagination that processed it.
Oh no, I got a good
Oh.
imagination, but this ain't imagination, buddy.
So I did fact check.
I got the best imagination as
What's
anybody.
the world's rarest cat?
I did fact check the Nature Show, or channel. There is a cat that they put a ton of trail cams out in Russia, and there was only 30 of them in the world. So 95% true.
Yeah, Russia's like really close to the Amazon.
95.
There's
If it's
only
a
there's
very
only the
small map.
world's largest body of water in between it. But
Oh, hey, they got the snow leopard up there, and then they got the other little thing.
the snow leopard's cool. Yeah, it's a cool animal.
He's a beautiful
The
animal.
saber-toothed tiger.
Yeah.
No,
He's
they
a
may have
beautiful
been
animal.
here for a minute.
The one I want to talk about, I can't think of the name, but he's
Can you be
he's
sure?
Uh-oh.
Mr. Fluffy is all I can think about. That's what he
Mr.
looks
Fluffy.
like. No, and he's got like it looks like somebody took a sledgehammer and smashed his face in. His nose, it doesn't protrude. Okay, it's like it's been crushed in.
And it's a cat?
It's a cat. Beautiful thing. He's pretty.
It sounds like you're talking about a pug or something. I don't
No,
know.
no, why? No. He looks like a pug, bulldog.
So he's a dog cat.
But no,
Cat dog.
It's a cat, but he's a pretty thing, and he lives where cold, up Arctic.
So some
whatever.
kind of lynx or
Yeah, it's something. But he's a beautiful animal. Snow leopard's pretty too. He looks so soft. A snow leopard does. But
bet.
you know what, boy? Now, hey, there's the lynx right there.
It's not the one.
Hey.
I tried.
Hey,
No,
hey.
you tried. No. Hey, that's about as big as that bobcat I seen.
Oh Lord.
All right, they can't
No,
see
no,
my
no.
computer. We're looking at a computer now, folks. We're
Please,
on the
No,
spot.
serious.
please
That's
do not
about the size-
introduce-
That's about the size of that bobcat I
Yeah,
saw.
please don't.
I'll
I'll have,
Google. It's a
I'll
new
have
segment.
proof
Yeah.
of this because he's gonna have it on his trail cam.
Oh,
boy.
I believe you. I believe there's a
On that
big bobcat down there.
Hey,
Yeah.
I started to shoot him, and then I
Oh.
said, "Well, if I shoot him, I'm gonna have to mount him." So no, I let him go.
It's expensive.
He done got cheap on us in his old age. I guarantee you.
Well,
All right. Hey,
I'll
let's
spend
take
more.
let's take our last break and then we'll come back and talk about some fans stuff.
Hey, that's what I'm doing.
Si, can you give me your social security number?
No, sir,
Why not?
because you can do all kind of good, and you can get it in my money if you get my social security number.
Well, can you just give me a picture of your home title, the title to your home?
Nope.
But did you know that they actually keep records of all that online now? Your home titles and all that stuff is not kept at the courthouse anymore. It's all digital records.
That's a bad move.
That is a bad move because the number one growing white collar crime today is actually home title theft. People will take your title, fill out a quitclaim deed, and then they borrow money against your house. But you know what the good news is? You can go to HometitleLock.com and sign up. Put in your address and see if there's already been actions against your house. Go to HometitleLock.com. They'll give you a free assessment of your house. You can sign up with our code for 30 days. If all you have to do is put in the code radio at HometitleLock.com, You'll get 30 days free protection. There's identity theft protection built in with that. And why not? Protect what you've worked your whole life for. That's code radio at HomeTitleLock.com.
What are y'all going to say when, hey, here comes 10 pictures, and it's a big black cat with a big long tail?
I'm going to say that's a big black cat with a big long tail.
That's like that boy that come from South Carolina, and him and Phil was riding the pickup in the gate, through the gate, and Phil said, what was that across the road? And the guy said, a black cat. He said, did he have a long tail? He said, oh, yeah, he had a long tail. He said, what did you think it was? He said, I think it was a big house cat. And that's when it told the story, talking about, I come down there and they said, hey, you'll like this. We saw another black panther sighting. That's what he's talking about. He said, well, me and this guy from South Carolina said it's a house cat. And I said, yeah, you idiots. I said, hey, they don't come out of the womb full grown. I said, they born baby, baby panthers. You ever heard baby? Yeah. Phil said, boys, so I ain't getting off that Black Panther, boys. And
No, he ain't.
he's right there. I ain't.
I guarantee you. But, hey, look, the good news is we have an eternal hope, and we get to ask St. Peter.
The Almighty would probably turn around and say, you was right all along, Uncle Si.
Thank you.
We've got 'em, boys.
In North Louisiana.
That's right.
Yeah. How many?
Hey, we used to have buffalo down here.
Thank you.
In your time?
No, but there was buffalo here because we have recorded documents saying they seen buffalo.
We used to have elk here. We used to have trees here.
That's it.
But I mean,
That's
like,
it.
come
Well,
on.
they used to have trees over in Syria. The great, not cypress. What's the name of it? Cedar. The cedar forest of Syria. And guess what happened?
Things change.
They cut it all down and used it up. Okay,
They
building the pyramids.
The pyramids are made of wood?
Oh, no, they got wood on them. Cypress.
Really?
In between. My daughter actually went and visited that and brought her back a little piece of cedar out of the pyramids, which I thought was cool.
She took part of the pyramid?
No, she took a piece of it. Sure did.
I don't think that's allowed.
Well, hey, it's done and over with.
Tracy?
Yep.
Sorry for that.
Yep.
Good luck.
Right.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Go bury that one somewhere.
Yeah.
Barrett, get rid of it, Tracy.
Our thoughts and prayers are with you. Oh man, good night. So Johnny D, coming in from the hotline of our fans.
The hotline
give
is
us
hot.
Give us something. Look, we appreciate you guys reaching out to the hello at duckcallroom.com.
Hello at duckcallroom.com.
Yeah, appreciate y'all sending some stuff there. Johnny D has gone through them, and
There's a lot.
there's a bunch.
I tried to respond to some. Our friend Jen Taylor responded to some. But yeah, there's just a bunch. So we're sorting through them. But there is some good ones. There's some people that want Stone's cooking recipes. Clearly, they've heard of the wood duck 3 weeks in a row.
Hey, that's fine as frog hair split 24 different ways, boys.
And I did find the toughest duck hunter I know. And it's not any of you. And it already wasn't me. But we got Thomas Robinson sent in a picture of his son. On Thanksgiving, he had a seizure in the duck blind.
His son did?
His son did. And got to the hospital. I think he's doing better now. We want to hear more about this story. He left it. He wants us to pray for him. We're going to. But we got the picture of him. Full gear, face camo. That boy, he didn't want to stop hunting.
In the hospital.
But he had to go to the hospital first. So, Thomas, we're praying for your son, man. And thanks for the email. And keep us updated. Send me something back.
Now we know two people that's had something like that.
That's what you call hardcore.
Guarantee.
That's it.
He said, Thanksgiving Day, I'm going, and I ain't stopping.
That's right.
Hardcore. I know somebody who had a heart attack in the duck blind.
No. That's what he said. No.
Was it you?
Look, yeah.
No.
I was crippled a big mallard drake down. I was chasing him down and had a heart attack.
True story.
And then, true story. Then I was going to go in the morning. I'd already got up, got everything on. I put my waders on, got in the truck, and I said, ooh. Got back, got out, went in there, and I said, hey. I woke my wife up and said, hey. And she was shocked when I said, hey, you got to take me to up there to the emergency room. I'm having chest pain. So the doctor done a little scope and all this, through a vein, through my leg, all that. told me I had what they call the Widowmaker. And that's the reason I've got a 12-inch scar on my chest where they done open heart bypass surgery.
And then what'd you do when they recommended you do the post?
Oh, no. There wasn't no
Surgical.
recommending to it. I don't like doctors. When Dr. White, the surgeon, released me, it was adios amigos.
Your
I
boy
left.
gone.
He skipped all
I'm
his
gone.
rehab.
Yeah.
So he didn't do any rehab.
Yeah.
So Thomas, we're gonna pray for your son,
Yeah.
and y'all please pray for Si because he won't
Yeah,
do his
this
rehab.
duck hunting is serious, serious business, boys.
That'll teach you to cripple another mallard.
That's right. You kill him. Shoot him and kill him, boys.
Oh,
Or
man.
let your dog go get him.
Yeah, but we got a lot
If
of
you
good-
got a dog.
Oh, boy. We did get a lot of good emails though, so keep them coming. Martin, they called you the quarterback of this whole operation.
I guarantee. Look
I
at
got
him.
called the backup quarterback.
Oh, Taysom Hill in the house.
Guess
That's
what?
good.
Which I'm into, boys.
Guess where they got that? Al and Phil and Jason's podcast by yours truly.
Yours
Because
truly.
they asked me about you two. Said, well, how's it working out with you two? Are y'all fighting or talking over each other? I said, no, I was surprised at that. And they said, well, how would you describe him? I said, well, Martin's is like the first string quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
He's running the show. I said, every once in a while, they bring in old JD the backup.
Yeah.
He's like the old heel down there with the Saints, boys.
Thank you.
We'll run
He's
the
got some
Wildcat.
moves, boys.
We'll run that Wildcat every
that-
once in a
that's
while.
right.
That
That's
man's
right. Bring
the
in the
greatest
Wildcat
football
every once in a
player
while.
on the planet. He can play center, quarterback, receiver,
All of it.
all of it.
He's a master of all trades. What is it? That's wrong. That's wrong.
Jack of all trades.
Jack of all trades and a master of none. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
There you go.
I knew I had it.
You was close.
I was close.
95%.
Hey, look, close is all you need, boys.
Horseshoes and hand grenades. That's,
That's
a
right.
good
Horseshoes
thing.
and hand grenades,
Oh my
boys.
goodness.
What else we got? Anything else? Anything?
There's a few. Martin, somebody had a question for you.
Uh-oh.
Some of these people are getting deep on like hunting tips and shotgun shells and
We'll get there.
yeah, they want to hear a lot of that.
We'll get there.
And they want to hear they all love you reading the Bible at the end, so
We're going to
Well,
get there,
hey,
too.
that's how it ends.
That's
I got a good one for you tonight, boys.
Uh-oh. I like it.
And I don't know, it ain't even dark yet. I don't know why I said night.
it might be. There's
It
no
feels
windows.
like night in here.
You never know. The one
Right.
thing
It
we
may
lobbied
be.
for years in this room was a window. Look around. He ain't there, boys.
I'm trying. And then we had a lot of good names, but I feel bad. I think he's stuck with
Sidekick, cool
No,
people.
hey, tell me some of the names they come up with.
Oh boy.
Hey, this is about the
There
people.
was Quack Pack. This is about
Quack
the-
Pack.
The guy at the oil change place this morning, this is a good story. So I was sitting there getting my oil changed, and I hear myself talking, and I'm like, "Whoa, what?"
That's strange.
You know, that's odd. That used to be commonplace when the show was going,
Yeah.
but not at an oil change place. So I was like, "Well, he's listening to our podcast," and he agreed that we should have went with Duckaholics. I like that name, but hey.
Oh, there's a ton.
Nah,
of
it's all
them.
about a
But
disease.
some of them are rough, man. They're like, what about the duck call listeners?
Very clever.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
And then there is one. Somebody wants to hear Godwin bull riding stories.
Mm-hmm.
Sign me up for that.
I was shocked when I learned that Godwin actually rode bulls as a youngster.
And he was
Well, I
also
wanna
a motocross.
Yeah, motocross.
racer.
The
Fight
flying,
guy.
They called him the Flying Flea.
the flying flea.
Yeah, I got.
Godwin,
Hey,
Godwin,
I need
you know
those
he's only
stories.
5'5".
I was fixed that. I would have liked to have seen him in his flying flea
Hey,
days.
Si,
okay?
he used to be 5'5", 145 was his
Double it.
playing weight.
Double it.
playing.
Double it, but he ain't.
Dribble it.
Double it, but he ain't.
Too many
10-10.
honey buns, boys, in the duck blind.
Oh, buddy.
And then there's some people just asking like super personal questions like, "How dirty is your vehicle?"
Oh, terrible right now.
And that's just
We're halfway through.
I don't know
duck
that we
season.
can go
That's
through
terrible.
that. Yeah, it's
I
rough.
can look at you and know exactly how dirty your vehicle is.
What would you say about mine? What
You're
kind of condition it is?
terrible. Terrible. There's 2 cases of shotgun shells on the back seat.
No,
a
there's
shotgun
only
that
one.
ain't been
That's
cleaned
only
in
one of them.
a shotgun that ain't been cleaned in
Well,
4
I
years
know
and
it.
3 pairs of waders that stink.
That's right. And I know for a fact you only bathe once a week.
That's on a good week.
That's during the summer.
Okay, all right, yeah.
During the winter?
Matter of fact, I'm fixing to have to go on a trip. Okay, and I'm gonna take a shower.
I don't, boy. You gonna slide back in them size skinny jeans for your trip?
No, no. Too much trouble. Plus, they're too tight.
I miss the skinny.
Look,
It
folks.
affects my breathing.
Hey, and we also, they sent in their favorites. The leaderboard is currently Si, Godwin, the rest of us.
Yeah,
But
that's not a problem.
we got one email. My favorite is Johnny D.
That's your mother.
And
I
it
remember
literally
reading that
says, love your mom.
one. Yeah,
How
that's
about
laugh
Miss
out loud?
Janice.
Love
So thanks, Mom.
Hey, it's a
that is-
slow time
that's
at the honey hole right now,
Oh,
so
boy.
Janice has got time to sit there and
To
email.
sit there and
so
email. Oh, boy.
It's all good. But look, hey,
My mom
folks, y'all
loves me.
keep them coming. The email address is hello@duckcallroom.com. Keep them coming. We enjoy reading them. We get a good laugh during the week. And as always, I'm going to turn it over to Uncle Si to close her out.
Here's what I got for you. Look here. God says a lot about the word fear. Okay, but I didn't know that fear, okay, actually lengthens your life. Okay, and folly, on the other hand, wickedness. Yeah, wickedness. Wickedness shortens your life. That's what, if you want to look that up, that's Proverbs 10, verse 27.
10:27.
Yeah.
Well, read it to us.
He's got the I got the internet. He's got the Bible. Ratio.
All right, boys.
The fear of the Lord adds length to life, but the years of the wicked are cut short. Proverbs 10:27.
That's pretty neat.
Mm-hmm.
Look here. I had to look it up in the back. I looked up on the fear. It's about 2.5 pages. Yeah. Fear is a healthy thing. You know, and I always think about people that handle poisonous snakes.
Venomous.
You know, me personally, they ain't got much sense if you're playing with a poisonous reptile that crawls on his belly. Okay, I got one thing for a reptile that crawls on his belly. That's be a 12 gauge or 20 gauge shotgun shell to take his head smooth off. Okay. Because look, if you come in, you chased me in a show one time.
I know I did.
Hey, if you'd come in closer, I'd have wrapped that iron pipe I had around your big
I know.
head.
Look, I know. Here's what I remember. I'll tell this to go out on. It was teal season, and we moved the boat. And when I moved that boat, there was a water snake up under the boat. So me being a nerd I am, grabbed it. And I got to walking towards Si. And the next thing I heard was the action on his shotgun close. And in that moment, I knew he meant business, and I turned around and I let that snake go, and I headed the other direction. I said, "Nope, you don't play with this. That's out."
No, look, when I worked on the golf course in Huntsville, Alabama, a guy had killed one, and he come walking up there. Well, we got iron stakes we put out and put ropes around to keep people off the fairways.
Si, what was your job title? I'm just curious. On the golf course?
Oh, good grief! You hit me with something I've done. I went blank. I was thinking about.
Were you assistant greenskeeper?
Oh yeah.
Or were you the greenskeeper? Or were you the
No.
assistant?
No, I was assistant.
Assistant
I'd
greenskeeper?
never make it to the top man.
I love
The
assistants.
assistants. Yeah. But he.
So you were like, you were like Bill Murray on Caddyshack.
Yeah. But he started walking toward me. He was chasing everybody around that was scared of snakes. I just picked up one of them iron deals and I said, "Here's what's gonna happen. Here's tomorrow's daily news headline: Golfer goes crazy and kills man with snake. Because if you come over here and you get close to me, I'm fixing to wear you out with this iron rod. I'm going to beat you and that snake in the pulp."
And on that
look,
note,
no, he was still, he was
We're going, Martin.
No, look.
We ain't stopping.
Hey, he was still coming toward me when somebody said, "Hey, he's dead serious. He will kill you." And then the guy looked and said, and I said, all I did was smile at him. I would have killed him.
Thank you.
I don't play with snakes.
Amen.
we'll see y'all next week.
That's right.
Unless we
Send
keep
us some
going.
pictures of panthers.